Welcome to the program Power to Unite with Elvira. Andito pa rin po tayo sa Bangkok, Thailand kung saan ginagawa ang 5th Southeast Asia Video Festival. Sino kaya ang susunod natin na ipipicture dito? Ito ay walang iba kundi I'm sure lahat kayo mamamangha because she's really one of the most sought after journalists. Kilalang-kilala siya sa ating bansa, sa buong mundo dahil multi-awarded, may guts, may courage, at doon mo makita walang takot. Kahit na alam niya, nanganganib ang kanyang buhay, but she speak the truth, is based on facts. Ito po ay walang iba kundi si Miss Jessica Soho. Ano ang pag-uusapan namin sa pagbabalik ng Power to Unite? Siya po ang abangan ninyo because you will really be enlightened. Kakaibang interview po ito with Miss Jessica Soho. Welcome, Miss Jessica,
Thank you, ma'am.
to our program.
Thank you.
And
Thank
for
you po.
accepting our invitation to be the keynote speaker here at the 5th Southeast Asia Video Festival for Children.
Thank you po.
And your storytelling, your inspiration to the children, especially the ASEAN children, was really very inspiring with your video work, and you make Filipinos proud. After all the problems we have encountering in our country, corruption, like plus flood, climate change, all this disaster. But with you around, you are the light in the shining. You give hope to our country that there
Yes,
are still a lot of good people. And what more is that media is a powerful tool.
Yeah.
So if the person handling the media has a heart and really feels empathic with the people, I think we can make a change. So today, I was really very proud listening to you. Wow, we got the right speaker because you inspire not only our country but also ASEAN. Our theme this year was Magic of Peace, right? And the Magic of Peace really started also with media. We need to be accurate, we need to be fair, and we need to tell the truth and the facts, right? So my question is that I'm really a little bit excited because I never dreamed we could sit right now,
Oo nga po, we just
interview.
bump into each other
Yes,
occasionally.
yes.
Now we're sitting together
So
and
I-
conversing.
Yeah, you mentioned that you have been in the journalism world for 41 years,
Yes, ma'am.
right? What started, who gives you the inspiration na this is what I want, that this is my mission?
Actually, that came late. That realization came late. Originally, I wanted to become a lawyer.
Oh, okay.
But then my course in UP required 4 math subjects. I was taking up political science and I couldn't hack Math 11.
Yes.
So the thing that I did was look at another course with only 1 required math subject. And it so happened that the first course that I saw was journalism. I mean, it could have been sociology or anthropology, but lo and behold, it was journalism. So that was what I took. But even when I was already in college and taking up journalism, I still wanted to become a lawyer. Actually, even when I was already practicing
Journalist. The media.
I was already a practicing journalist. I still wanted to become a lawyer. But a colleague of mine told me, why become a lawyer in a country where nobody respects the law? And that was a flashbulb moment for me that got me into thinking and question my motives. And I realized maybe I'm already here in this profession and I'm not doing badly, might as well continue. Pero tama po kayo na napanghihinaan din po kami ng loob with all the things that are happening in our country. Kasi I've been doing it for 41 years. I've seen so much history the past 41 or 4 decades since 1985. And it just frustrates me that the country does not seem to have moved forward at all. We're actually moving backwards.
Yes.
We just have to, keep doing what we can to help the situation and help our countrymen. And as journalists, I think the best way for us to help is to report what's happening.
Yes.
And to shine the light on things that should be done. So, yun po, nakakapanghina po ng loob. We're human beings too, as much as, we want to be as fair and as objective. It's a maligned word with what's happening. I think pagdating po sa kurakot, sa graft and corruption, there should be no sides. Lahat tayo dapat kinakalaban natin yung graft and corruption. So, kahit kaming mga journalists, we cannot afford not to take a stand. Pagka ang pinag-usapan natin, injustice, corruption, poverty, lahat tayo dapat magtulong-tulong para tapusin ang mga problemang ito. Unfortunately, the needle has not moved much the past 4 decades that I've been a journalist. Pero, what are the options? Wala naman eh. This is the only country we have, di ba ma'am? So we just have to keep doing our best.
But I think, Jessica, with you around, with what you are doing, the sacrifices that you did, going out of your way to reach out to people who are never heard of, the condition they have, with the several story you have shown, if there is no journalist like you who is dedicated, who is compassionate, who understands situation, how can you awaken the other good people around? Actually, what you have shown to us, will make the good people feel ashamed of themselves for not doing something. Here you are feeling so hopeless because you have seen the worst of the worst. You think you cannot do anything, but without your knowing it, you are inspiring the other good people to act now, to be like you.
Ma'am,
So
hindi
you
ko
are the light.
Hindi ko iniisip na yung kasi nakaka-pressure. I mean, ang buhay po namin sa TV is we just take 1 day or 1 week at a time. Of course, we'd like to change the world and make it better. Pero to be honest, every day and every week is a struggle to put all of these stories together. So yun lang po iniisip namin, yung deadlines, doing our best, making sure we have something to air. Thank you dun sa na-i-inspire sa mga ikunukwento namin. The flip side of that is, that also drives me crazy. Bakit? Ang linaw naman, ang dami nating problema bilang isang bansa. Ang daming naghihirap sa city, sa malalayong mga probinsya.
Yes.
What? 70-75% of our population are poor. And yet, yung mga nakakaangat, yung mga edukado, sila pa yung nanluloko, sila pa nagnanakaw.
Which is so disappointing, di ba?
Sila pa kurakot. Yun ang hindi ko po maintindihan. I asked that question to everyone that I've interviewed for the series that we're doing on corruption or kurakot.
Mm-hmm.
Sabi ko, bakit ho ganun? Because I cannot fathom how can they be so greedy and how can they be so selfish when the problem stares at us in the face every day of our lives? Hindi ba nila nakikita yung struggle ng ordinaryong mga mamamayan just to put, just para maitawid nila yung pang-araw-araw nilang buhay, yung nakita niyo ho ba yung pila ng mga MRT, ng mga pumapasok sa eskwela at mga trabaho? Yung mga bata at mga papasok na lumulusong sa baha. Nasa naman po yung konsensya ninyo? Natakot ho ba yung konsensya nyo sa inyo? So, tinakasan kayo ng konsensya?
Ang nangyayari ngayon is that people has no feelings. They don't have conscience.
Kaya lang,
diba?
dangerous po yun, ma'am. Kailangan magalit tayo.
Yes, but then, as a journalist, you are already up there. Mm-hmm. If people respected you as a journalist, magigising mo yung iba. Because if you are not respected as a journalist, sino pang malakas ng loob magsasalita? We still have to do good. Kahit na alam natin, napaka-hopeless na situation natin, lumala ng lumala, bakit itong mga gumagawa na masama are there as if they don't care, Parang nakikita natin, tamang question mo bakit ganito? Na sila ang dapat tumulong, sila ang magbago, pero ang tao hindi, di ba? Thank you, Miss Jessica Soho, for this beautiful conversation that we had. Pero magbabalik pa rin po ang programang Power to Unite with Elvira.
Paint the world with love, every shade like the stars up above.
Sabi mo, you want to be a lawyer, even if you are not actually a legal lawyer, but the way you tell the story, the way you speak is really very strong.
Thank you, ma'am.
And
Thank
that
you.
already stirred the heart of those na mapapahiya sila. Here you are, just a journalist, pero tignan mo.
Ma'am,
Diba?
thank you. Pero the credit really belongs to my team.
Yes.
Magagaling po yung mga team members ng KMJS. Mga bata, very idealistic, very energetic, very creative. They actually do more work than I do. I'm just so privileged that I'm the name, I'm the face, and I'm the voice of the program. But the credit really belongs to my team.
But you have to remember, Jessica, it's because of you. That's why you are being recognized. Your team, even if they are that good, if they don't have the name, it will not, it will fall into deaf ears.
That's
Maraming
why
ganun
why as much as
Diba?
possible, ma'am, I lift them up too.
Yes.
Kasi I've been in this job for 41 years. It's time to pay it forward, to train. Actually, marami na rin naman po akong na-train.
Yes.
Yung mga reporters, producers, cameramen, production staff. Through the years, natutuwa rin naman po ako. But sa akin, it's no big deal. It is, but ayoko pong isipin masyado kasi ang bigat na po ng pressure sa amin to deliver every week. So we just try to do our best. Thank you po, but thank you for all the kind words, ma'am.
Kaya maganda na binigyan mo ako ng pagkakataon makilala ka because it's very important for the televiewers to understand it's not easy to be a journalist.
Ay, nako.
You undertook a lot of risks. You are under pressure, maraming you do good things, binabash ka pa rin, di ba? So, ang dami niyong ginagambol.
Yeah.
Pero what makes you think you survive all the negative challenges or the positive challenges? Who do you think ang kinakapitan mo for you to be who you are? You look very young for 41 years na makikita mo kahit under pressure ka. It's because you're at peace. So who do you think contributes so much to be what you are today? Kasi,
I'm not very religious, ma'am, but
Okay.
I'm very prayerful. Produkto din po ako ng Catholic school from
Okay.
elementary to high school. At naalala ko, ang sabi ng mga pinsan ko, yan si Jessica magaling magdasal. Kasi maliit pa lang daw po ako. Pag naubusan na ako ng kanta, yung mga program nung maliliit kami, sabi ko, dasal na lang. Kasi magaling ako magdasal. I credit that to my mother who insisted that I go to the local Catholic school in San Fernando, La Union. Kasi my dad is half Chinese and
okay.
wanted us to go to the Chinese school. But
Okay.
my mother prevailed and sent me to the Catholic school. And you know naman yung Catholic schools po natin, they teach you how to pray every day, every first Friday, every special occasion. I think I've carried that through the years, yung strong faith. At saka marami na rin po kasi akong pinagdaanan na when I look back, ilang beses na ako muntik-muntik mamatay. When I look back, I would not have made it kung hindi ko dahil sa Panginoon because of my faith. So, I think that's what keeps me going, na dapat maniwala pa rin tayo na may Panginoon at naririnig niya tayo.
He is directing your life.
Yeah,
Kasi may
I think
mission
so.
ka,
Yeah.
di ba?
Opo.
So, sabi mo, the power of prayer, you're not religious, but you pray a lot.
I pray a
So,
lot.
the power of prayer is very effective kasi marami dyan. Sabi mo nga kanina, maraming mayayaman, but they don't care. They are the one committing negative things. Dito, sabi mo, hindi ka religious, but you pray. Di ba mas gusto ng Panginoon sa atin na you understand what you're doing and giving the best of you because of the gift that God has blessed you, di ba? Kaya kahit na hindi kayo araw-araw nagsisimba, pero you are doing what He is asking you to do to inspire people to reach out to those. Sabi nga ni Pope Francis, go to the peri-peri, yung hindi maabutan, puntahan ninyo. Kung anong kaya itulong nyo, tulungan nyo. And you prove that right. And I think that's the best gift. Kaya gusto ko rin talaga na ma-share natin sa televiewers na hindi lahat madali. But you have to be firm, you have to have courage for you to be able to be successful. Tsaka sabi mo, you live day by day kasi maraming mga na-encounter ka, like going to war. You witness that, di ba? War is really very, very dirty. Ang sakit kasi kayo ang una nakakamit ng danger, no? Under the baton of bullets flying, accident, di ba? Hindi nila alam, karamihan ng journalist is at risk.
Yeah.
Number 1 kayo.
Opo.
Di ba? Pero kung hindi kayo nagdadasa, kung hindi kayo guided, you survive. Ilan ng, like sa Ukraine, mga journalist, pagdating ng sabog ng mga bomba, putol ang paa, they don't want to go back. Di ba? Merong isa doon na Ukrainian. He was able to write a book. He has good, mga magagandang mga anak niya, but he's very determined. Kasi kung meron kang faith, and you love your job, and you know what you're doing, gagawin mo lahat ang kaya mo eh. Hindi mo iisipin na ayaw ko nang hirap. It's not like that eh. Jessica Soho proves to be a real lawyer fighting for what you can do for other Filipinos, di ba?
Kasi nagpatakbo rin po ako ng news organization ng GMA from 2003 to 2013, or a total of 10 years. And those were really difficult years. Lagi ko pong sinasabi dun sa mga tao ko dati, mga reporter, mga cameraman, production staff, yung ginagawa natin para sa bayan. Hindi ito para sa atin. And journalism is a far bigger cause than any one of us. Kasi what we report on impacts on the lives of our fellow men, of our countrymen. So, yun po, I think we were also guided by that. Ngayon, alam ko rin na the way things are turning out, kailangan din ng tao na maliwanagan about a lot of issues in our country. And at the same time, to a point na hindi naman sila maubusan ng pag-asa. Kailangan ma-empower pa rin sila by way of our stories na masabi rin namin na may magagawa tayo. Dapat tutukan natin itong mga isyong ito kasi importante sila. Hindi pwedeng ninanakawan na lang tayo ng ninanakawan at wala tayong magawa.
Napakaganda ng ating pinag-usapan, Miss Jessica Soho. I'm really very appreciative na binigyan mo ako this opportunity to know you. Kaya alam ko, marami pa kami na dapat malaman based on your experience as a journalist. Siya po ang pag-uusapan namin sa pagbabalik po ng Power to Unite with Elvira.
Paint the world with love, every shade like the stars up above.
Miss Jessica, ang ganda ng ginawa ng media ngayon, hindi nila tinatago, ine-expose. So it's up to the people now to follow it up. But we have to remember, we don't want civil war.
Yeah.
We cannot use our emotion, to rule what is happening now. Kailangan pa rin civilian supremacy over military. Mas nakakatakot.
You know what I think, ma'am? Ang nagliligtas sa ating bayan, yung ating pananalig sa Diyos.
Yes.
Kasi yung ibang bansa, mabilis silang magbago, magpalit ng kanilang system of government or whatever, or ideology. Pero ang Pilipino, makikita mo talaga yung tiyaga eh. Like, minsan hindi nila naintindihan, may mga nagko-comment, bakit ginagawa nila yung mga ginagawa nila pag nilalabas yung itim, yung puon ng itim na Nazareno sa Quiapo in January. And meron akong sinabihan dati, pasalamat kayo na may ganyang faith ang mga Pilipino. Kasi that's what's been keeping
Us
this
going.
country intact.
Yeah.
Kung walang malalim at makapit na pananalig ang mga kababayan natin sa Panginoon, with all the things that have been happening, di natin alam kung saan tayo inabot at this time.
After listening to what Jessica has informed us, na nakita natin gusto niya actually is to become a lawyer. But because of the image of the lawyer has created in our country, somebody has really inspired her to say na ibahin mo hanggang sa by accident, she become a journalist. And to be a journalist is not an easy job. There is so much pressure, there is so much danger. Pero ito ay panibagong sabihin natin, kanyang panibagong buhay. But what I was inspired, by listening to her, yung courage niya to do what is asked of her to do. And ang pinaka-importante, may puso po siya. Pinakita niya when she is there, going out, talking to people, she listen, she feels in her heart their plight, at naiintindihan niya. Yun ang mahirap sa journalist, na kailangan talaga, you have to be fair. Hindi po tayo pwede sabihin na mas tama itong isa, mas mali yun. So as a journalist, you report the truth, but you have to be fair to both sides. Yun ang isang mahirap. Kahit na yung personal opinion, you cannot express it. And she did it very well. Kaya nakikita natin dito kung bakit andun yung pagmamahal ng taong bayan sa kanya. Kasi tanging nag-iisa ito po si Miss Jessica Soho. It's really an honor for our program to have her in this show. Tsaka sabihin natin, I never dreamed of going to interview. Imagine, isang big shot, but here you are talking as if, di ba, normal. Kaya kayong mga televiewers feel so blessed because may isang Jessica Soho. She really has a heart, and I hope you really enjoy what we shared today. At abangan nyo, meron pa po tayong isusunod because napakalawak ng kanyang, sabihin natin, experience at knowledge. Kung yan ang gusto natin, tanungin sa kanya sa pagbabalik po ng Power to Unite sa Part 2 next week dito pa rin po sa Bangkok, Thailand.
Power to unite, bless her now with heaven's grace. May her days be crowned with mercy. Till we see you face to face. Power to unite. Today we thank you for the gift her life has spun. Glory be to God the Father, through the Spirit in the Son.